awoke, drenched in sweat today. My past memories are haunting me even in my dreams. I should not have returned. I cleared my thoughts and decided to carry on with what I had begun. I set off for our family's manor in Wales so that I could finish what William couldn't. I hope Eleanor will not refuse my visit. I don't even know whether she'll still remember me. According to William's diary, the next key must be somewhere at the manor. I have to obtain it. However, I have no clue as to where to start looking. The grate is locked.
Hej, siemaneczko wam wszystkim ludziska, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Black Mirror. Dotarliśmy do Walii, do posiadłości naszego klanu. Według zapisków Williama tutaj też powinien znajdować się kolejny klucz. Potrzebujemy ich aż 5. Pierwszy sakralny klucz już zdobyliśmy. Mieliśmy w nocy też wizję kolejnego morderstwa. To wyglądało, jakby ktoś został złożony w ofierze. Ale okej, kontynuujmy naszą przygodę. Spróbujmy wejść do tej posiadłości.
Hello? Is anyone there? No one heard me.
No, jeżeli będziesz wołał przez kratę, a ktoś jest w domu, to na pewno ciebie nie usłyszy. Chyba że mają też tutaj swojego ogrodnika, który pracuje akurat na dworze. Ale mamy dzwonek, użyjmy go.
I'll wait for a while.
A mi się wydaje, że ten dzwonek w ogóle nie działa. Jakoś nie było słychać dźwięku.
Maybe the ringing was too short for anyone to hear me. It seems that the wires inside barely connect.
No właśnie, też mi się tak wydaje, że te kabelki nie do końca łączą i dlatego nie możemy zadzwonić. Okej, czy my możemy obejść jakoś to dookoła? Nie możemy. Możemy opuścić walijską posiadłość, ale tego robić nie chcemy. Dobra, rozejrzyjmy się dokładnie. Co my tutaj mamy? Dobra, na lewo też iść nie mogę. O, coś tu było chyba. Uszkodzona rzeźba.
The left leg of the statue is broken off. There's a nail stuck in the column. It wasn't at all hard to pull out.
Dobra, mamy gwóźdź i wydaje mi się, że za pomocą tego gwoździa uda nam się połączyć kabelki. Spróbujmy.
I'll try to stick the nail under the doorbell so that it connects the wires. That seems to have helped. Someone's coming.
What do you want, sir? Madam Eleanor is not expecting anyone today.
I am Samuel Gordon from Black Mirror. I am here to visit Eleanor. Take me to her, please.
I'm sorry, sir, that's quite impossible.
What do you mean?
Pardon me, you said you were a Gordon?
Yes, Samuel Gordon, the son of Randall Gordon.
I'd like to trust you, but I can't. There have been some problems recently, and I've got to be very careful about who I let in. Maybe if you could prove your identity somehow, sir.
I must say I expected a warmer reception.
I'm sorry, sir, I must insist.
Okej, żadnych dokumentów nie mamy, ale myślę, że kiedy pokażemy mu kartę kondolencyjną Williama, to nas wpuści.
I can't wait the whole day. I've got a lot of work to do in the garden.
Co za gościu? Nie zdążyłem jeszcze wyciągnąć nic z ekwipunku, a on nas zostawił i sobie poszedł. Ale był to ewidentnie ogrodnik. Ogrodnik, który musi się wrócić, no nie ma wyjścia.
I hope he's going to let me in this time. I haven't traveled the entire day, only to be left standing in front of the gate.
Oh, is that you again, sir? Can you prove you're a Gordon?
Bardzo proszę.
I hope you will find this to be sufficient proof of my identity. It's William Gordon's mourning card. He is one of the reasons why I have come.
Of course, sir. I apologise for the disbelief. Some hoodlums tried to rob us a short while back, hence the extra caution, you see.
I understand. May we go in now?
Follow me. I'll see you inside. Pardon me, madam.
Yes, Louis. I see we have a visitor.
This is Samuel Gordon. He has come from Castle Black Mirror.
Oh, yes. I know who he is, Louis. That's all right. Is your memory failing you? I hope you welcomed our guest warmly, Louis.
I didn't know who he was, madam, and therefore I didn't want to let him in.
Welcome to Wales, Samuel. Hopefully Louis didn't annoy you too much.
No, madam. He explained the reasons for his cautious behaviour.
We need to be extra careful these days. We were almost robbed last week. But that is probably of little interest to you. So why are you delighting me with your visit?
Can we speak in private?
I understand. Louis, can you return to your duties now?
Certainly, madam.
Thank you. I am so glad you have come, Samuel. I have not seen anyone from the family in years, and time passes so slowly here. Tell me, how long are you planning to stay with us?
Several days, I expect, but I don't know yet.
Only a few days? That's a pity. Victoria wrote about what had happened to William. I liked him very much. He was a great man. I regret not attending the funeral, but I am weak, and a long journey might affect my health further. I explained everything to Victoria in a letter. I hope she is not angry with me. Do you know whether she received my letter? I have not received a reply, and I do not know what to think about it.
But I have her reply here. I promised to deliver it.
Really? You are very kind. I am not keen on waiting in uncertainty. I will read it this evening. But surely you have not come just to deliver a letter.
O, ile mamy tematów do rozmów. Zacznijmy od lewej strony. William.
Tell me, madam, when did you last see William?
That was a very long time ago. Yes, I do remember. He came to visit me 2 years ago, along with Robert. It was nice to see them again after such a long time.
How long did they stay?
Less than a month, I think. Why are you asking about it anyway?
I'm picking up certain pieces of a puzzle.
I see.
Do you remember any significant occurrence from that visit? Did William behave normally?
I do not remember him behaving in a... or maybe, as I recall, he was enormously interested in our family tune. That surprised me. He seemed quite obsessed with it. In fact, he kept asking me about it all the time and finally convinced me to take him inside. I did not want anyone to disturb my ancestors' rest, but I eventually gave in. I don't know what he'd been after, though he did not want to answer any of my questions, even though I asked him directly. That day, he really did behave strangely.
William was inside the tomb. However, he found nothing, just as he recorded in his diary.
Najwidoczniej nie znalazł klucza, ale Samuel jest bystry i na pewno mu się uda.
I found William's personal diary, Eleanor. I read all the important records several times. He mentions the tomb you spoke about. Are you sure he did not tell you anything about it? Can you remember anything more from his visit?
Much time has passed since then, Samuel, but my memory still serves me well. He did not give me any idea why he'd been interested in that place so much. Nothing at all.
I understand.
Klątwa klanu Gordon.
You most probably are aware of the curse that has harassed our family for so long. What do you think about it?
The curse of the Gordons? You would not believe such a tale, would you, being a young man of the modern age, Samuel?
The chronicles state that Durham Gordon found his final rest somewhere at this manor. Perhaps this refers to your family tomb.
I do not think so. The tomb is old, but not older than 200 years. As far as I know, the tales about Durham reach much farther into the past. The only thing I know of him is the memorial with his name. Even if the chronicles did not lie, his grave would have certainly fallen apart a long time ago.
William knew that Durham's key must be somewhere at the manor. I've got to get into that tomb somehow.
I tak po kolei będziemy odwiedzać grobowce naszych przodków, aż w końcu uzbieramy komplet kluczy, no i gra się zakończy. Ale mamy jeszcze drugą część Black Mirror i trzecią część Black Mirror, które mam nadzieję też sobie razem ogramy.
Madam, do you know this man?
He reminds me of someone, but I may be mistaken. Am I supposed to know him?
Oh, I believe so. It's William's protege.
James! I didn't recognize him in this older picture. I only knew him as a little boy. Oh, where could he be now?
He is in Robert's care, in the sanatorium in Ashbury.
Is he still... Poor lad. James was quite normal when he was young, but as he matured, that strange illness of his got worse. And he started to regress rapidly. That is why in the end William put him in Robert's hands. Poor boy. I'm glad you told me. At least I can pray for him.
Walia.
I remember the last time I was here as well. However, I'm a little surprised that you remembered me.
Of course I remember you. I have not lived here all my life. You know, I also spent some years at the Black Mirror Castle. My memory is the only thing that still serves me well. You were very young then. I can certainly understand that you would not remember the boring visits of relatives from afar.
Mąż.
I would also like a word with Richard. Can you tell me where I can find him?
Richard? My husband? I do not know. We barely see one another. I will tell you why before you ask. It's that damned chemistry lab of his and all those nonsensical experiments. You see, when he was young, he was an avowed scientist but never made his breakthrough. Years ago, he stopped his experiments for a long time and I thought it was for good. But lately, the old fool has returned to those silly experiments and would rather spend his time with a microscope and formulae rather than with me.
So you don't know where I can find him?
I am angry with him right now. I'm not interested in the least what he is doing or where he is. I forbade him to carry out any experiments in the mansion because I am afraid something might happen. If you want to talk to him, go to the old house in the garden. Most of the time, he closets himself in there with his chemicals. Surely, you will be able to find him.
Z pewnością tam też się udamy. Zapytajmy o nocleg.
May I know which room you plan to make available for me this evening?
Louis will get the east room ready for you. It is cozy and warm. You are my guest.
Thank you.
No, w takiej posiadłości to chyba jest 20 pokojów. Na pewno byłoby w czym wybierać. Dzwonek do drzwi.
Do you know that after having traveled a whole day, I almost did not make it past your main gate?
Yes, I do. Louis did not want to let you in. You must forgive him. He's only doing what he has been told.
Oh, it wasn't just Louis. The doorbell doesn't work.
Oh well, this whole place is falling apart. Many things do not work anymore. The mansion is slowly deteriorating. Richard does not care about these things, and I cannot manage it all alone. I'm glad I at least have Louis to help me. Without him, the garden would have become desolate a long time ago. Would you please tell Louis to fix that silly doorbell?
Certainly.
Symbol of the Five.
Eleanor, have you ever seen anything like this?
No. What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I hoped you would tell me.
I'm sorry.
According to William's diary, an object similar to this one should be somewhere here at the manor.
I really have not seen anything like it before.
Will you allow me to examine the grounds of the mansion?
Gladly. Consider yourself at home. Just tell Louis that you are my guest.
Zdjęcie symbolu.
Look at these pictures. Do the images make any sense to you?
No, I'm afraid they don't. So what do the symbols mean?
I'm not sure myself, but I hope to find out. I think I'll go now.
No dobra, pogadaliśmy sobie z Eleonorą. Zezwoliła na to, żebyśmy rozejrzeli się po jej posiadłości. Zacznijmy od tego pomieszczenia.
I won't rest before the evening.
Kominek. Całkiem fajny i duży.
The wood is crackling within the flames. The whole room is comfortably warm.
No, powiem wam, że to jest fajne, tak zimą napalić sobie w piecu i słyszeć, jak strzela drzewo. Nadaje takiego klimatu.
The coat of arms of the Wales branch. Our family line is much older.
Okej. Drewniane puzderko.
It's carved from dark mahogany. The lid hosts a chessboard with only 9 fields. A common mirror, nothing special.
Ciekawe, czy Samuel widzi swoje odbicie. Dobra, co mamy dalej? Obraz.
Matthias Gordon, Eleanor's father. He was a famous piano virtuoso in his time.
No, to chyba córka odziedziczyła po nim talent.
I am not familiar with these coats of arms. They are not ours. Perhaps they belong to relatives of Eleanor's.
Być może. I pewnie się tego nigdy nie dowiemy.
The staircase leads to the rooms in the upper floor. I'll go to my room in the evening.
Aha, dobra, czyli teraz do pokoju udać się nie możemy. Wydaje mi się, że obejrzeliśmy tutaj wszystko, tak więc wyjdźmy do ogrodu i pogadajmy z Louisem. No, posiadłość całkiem fajna. Ale Black Mirror wydaje mi się ładniejsze. Okno. Zresztą wszystkie te posiadłości są podobne do siebie.
I can't see inside. The glass is very dirty. Perhaps no one lives in this part of the house.
Black Mirror jest ładniejsze z tego względu, że jest bardziej zadbane. Tutaj niestety jest tylko jeden osobnik, który dba o cały ten porządek w okolicy. I właśnie się do niego udajemy, ale najpierw zobaczymy fontannę.
The water is quite clean, no algae or mud.
No to w Black Mirror wygląda to troszeczkę inaczej.
It reminds me of our ill-fated pond. The water is quite clean.
Dobra.
I don't know what species it is, but it smells lovely. There are many of them around. They probably thrive on the damp air.
Okej, przejdźmy dalej, do rozwidlenia. Jest i dozorca Louise.
May we talk?
What do you want?
Czy mógłbyś naprawić dzwonek?
Do you know that the bell on the main gate is not working?
Yes, I'll know, but I only have one pair of hands. When I've finished with other things, I will attend to it.
Well, you really should go fix it right away. It is Eleanor's wish.
Okay, I will get this done and then I'll fix it.
I think I'll go now.
No ja myślę, że jedna osoba w tej posiadłości ma co robić. Do dworku iść nie chcemy, do głównej bramy też iść nie chcemy. Czerwone drzewo.
I've never seen leaves of such vibrancy before. It's probably a very special species.
O, całkiem ładne. Do starego ogrodu.
Sir, that path leads to the old garden. Visitors are not permitted back there.
Madam has given me permission as her guest to go wherever I please.
Oh, in that case it's all right, sir.
Widzę, że Louise nie ma zbyt wielkiego zaufania do nas, no ale Eleanor nam pozwoliła, tak więc możemy. Kran.
The hose is fixed to the faucet with a strong wire. I'll get it off.
Coś widzieliśmy, sztywny drut.
Just turning the faucet should be enough to make the water run now. I don't need to wash anything yet.
Zakręcimy wodę Louisowi i się na nas zdenerwuje.
I haven't got time to sit here. Pity though, this place is beautiful. There's no way to see inside from here. There's no way...
Dobra, mamy tutaj jakąś wieżę. Kanał.
An old water ditch. It could be quite deep. Now it's overgrown with bushes and tall grass.
Czyli jest to pułapka na bandytów. Jeżeli ktoś będzie chciał przejść przez ten płot i dostać się do środka, wpadnie do kanału i się utopi. Haha. Takie moje czarne myśli. Wysuszona fontanna, wyschnięto osuszona fontanna. Tłumaczenie w tej grze jest naprawdę ciekawe. Nie wiem, kto to robił, ale nie postarał się.
I'd say it has survived from the times of the old manor, just like the old grape that's bearing it. When was the last time water was running it?
Okej, do opuszczonego budynku. Tam widzę jakieś kraty, być może jest to grobowiec.
According to what Eleanor said, Richard should be somewhere inside this old house. It seems to be deserted.
Mamy opuszczony budynek i prawdopodobnie w środku znajduje się mąż Eleanor. Ale czy uda nam się wejść do środka?
D and J.B. Fraser. These names don't ring a bell. Locked. It seems that the key is in the lock on the other side. It won't move a single inch.
Okej, czyli klucza wyjąć nie możemy, ponieważ jest w zamku od drugiej strony. No dobra. Dzwonka też żadnego nie ma, żeby zadzwonić.
Someone dropped it here. Nothing that I would be interested in. The staircase doesn't look very stable. The lower steps are broken. I can't go up. There's no going inside this way. These boards seem newer than the other ones on the house. Someone must have mended the hole recently.
Czyli Richard dba o swoją prywatność.
This hole must let quite a bit of water in when it rains. If Richard stays in this house, it's certainly not in the room with the hole in the roof.
No dobra. Chyba wszystko. Ponieważ do środka i tak wejść nie możemy. Chodźmy do kaplicy.
This must be it. Durham Gordon's tomb. I've got to get inside somehow.
No dobra, myślę, że jeżeli zapytamy Eleonory o to, żeby nas tam wpuściła, nie będzie zbyt chętna. I będziemy musieli wymyślić coś innego.
Strange. The soil here is of different color than anywhere else in the garden. Strange. Part of the stone fence that the wall could no longer bear. It's sinking into the earth, saturated by the swamp. The same species as the other shrubs in the garden. This one doesn't blossom, though. Strange. Perhaps the dampness from the nearby swamp is affecting it. Who knows?
Zapytamy się ogrodnika i mam nadzieję, że nam o tym powie.
A dead shrub. Nothing interesting.
Niby wejście do grobowca, ale zapewne jest zamknięte.
The grate is locked.
Mamy sztywny drut. Sztywny drut, który i tak nie posłuży nam za klucz.
The swamp in the rear part of the garden could be quite deep. I cannot go there.
Nie mogę tam iść. Okej.
It must have been here for hundreds of years. It may be as old as the ruins of the church behind it. An old carving in the stone tablet reads, Durham Gordon, 1523. The rest of the carving is illegible.
No dobra, do grobowca i tak wejść nie możemy, tak więc cofnijmy się. Wpadł mi do głowy jeszcze jeden pewien pomysł. Jak wydostać klucz z tych drzwi? Okej. Tutaj mamy otwór, w którym znajduje się klucz. Moglibyśmy go wypchnąć za pomocą sztywnego druta, ale wtedy klucz spadłby na ziemię i byśmy go nie wyciągnęli. Dlatego albo podłożymy sobie pod spód stare zdjęcie, albo kartę kondolencyjną i mam nadzieję, że ten klucz spadnie wtedy na to. No i będziemy mogli go wyjąć. Ale sprawdźmy najpierw, czy uda nam się klucz wyjąć za pomocą druta.
I could push the key out of the lock, but it would fall to the floor and I would never be able to reach it.
No właśnie, o tym samym pomyślałem. Mam nadzieję, że teraz się uda. Mamy klucz. Wejdźmy do środka.
The house seems abandoned.
Ani śladu Richarda. Czyżby Eleonora nas okłamała? Popielniczka.
The bottom is completely blackened, as if someone burnt something in it. These do not look like cigarette or cigar ashes. There is nothing in it.
Stare butelki, lampa.
A broken oil lamp. I can't do much with it.
Mamy wieczne pióro.
Old advertisement papers, a page with technical literature. 2 ads are marked in red. Just a few sheets of paper, some cards, and 2 test tubes. I don't need anything from here. I can't see anything interesting.
No dobra, z szuflady wyjąć nic nie możemy, na biurku też już nic nie leży, co byśmy mogli podnieść, ale udało nam się zdobyć wieczne pióro. Zawsze coś. Zabrudzony papier.
Some old paper. I'm not going to dirty my hands on it. Some old paper.
Okej.
Just soot and ashes. Apparently, no fire has been started here in a long time.
Niby jakieś dźwięki tutaj słychać. Leniwy kocur.
Where did it run?
Wbiegł pod szafę.
Where is it? It's not in the cabinet. I can't see anything there. The cabinet is too dark.
Albo jest jakieś tajne przejście i kocur przedostał się dalej. Też jakaś myśl. Klucz rzucił. Ale to jakiś dziwny klucz. Nie taki do drzwi. Ciekawe. Szczapy drewna.
They are no use to me. They are no use. It's tightly shut. It is closed by a hexagonal latch.
Dobra, spróbujmy użyć tego klucza.
A cigarette lighter. It appears to be missing a wick.
Mamy zapalniczkę i świecę. Ale tak, zapalniczka nie działa, ponieważ nie ma w niej knota. Knot mamy w świecy. Jak zdobyć knot z tej świecy?
It's completely dirty. Completely rotten. I have no use for it.
Kolejny piecyk.
It's empty. Just ashes. It's empty.
Okej, czyli tak, ja bym chciał zajrzeć do tej szafy, ale jest tam zbyt ciemno i nie mogę tego zrobić. Mam zapalniczkę i mam knot w świecy. W zapalniczce niby jest benzyna.
It's missing a wick. Other than that, it might work.
Pomysł mój jest taki, żeby wydobyć jakoś knot z tej świecy. I chyba wiem już, jak to zrobić. Użyjemy do tego małego nożyka.
Let's try something. It should be usable now.
Okej, mamy światło.
Just dirty paper. No, they're actually newspaper clippings. I'll have a look. A young, talented chemist acquires further appreciation. For the second time this year, a promising chemist, Richard Gordon, is attracting well-deserved attention. It has now been a week since he mentioned his work would deliver many improvements to the methodology of mammal blood research. Let's wish him good luck in his work. His research will bring fresh ideas to the domain of biochemistry. Daily Times, 19. The text that follows is illegible. I didn't know we had a famous chemist in the family.
Czyli Richard jest zdolnym chemikiem. No, dlatego teraz się nie dziwię, dlaczego jest pochłonięty aż tak pracą.
I can't see anything in it.
Okej, nie możemy zajrzeć do środka, ale użyjmy na tej szafie zapalniczki.
There is a latch. The back of the cabinet can be pushed off. Where could it lead?
Wow!
Damn! Who the blazes are you?
I am Samuel Gordon.
You scared me half to death. What do you want?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know somebody would be here.
How did you get in?
Powiemy mu czy nie? Oczywiście odpowiemy pozytywnie.
Behind an old cabinet, I discovered a passage to a small staircase leading downward. I descended into the darkness and felt a doorknob on the landing. And when I opened the door...
Why did you sneak in so quietly, like a thief?
I was about to say something, but you instantly spotted me.
I'm glad you aren't lying, at least. The sample in that flask was the last I had of that substance.
I'm sorry to have caused you trouble. It was not intentional.
Your apology will not help me now. I urgently need that substance for an experiment I'm planning to carry out this evening.
How can I help you then?
Would you want to?
I'll try.
Great! The flask contained an EX52 oxidant. It's neither uncommon nor expensive, but it was my last bit, and I'm not getting any until a new package arrives next week.
Next week?
Well, this place is just too far away from about everything. You cannot even get a stain cleaner in the surrounding villages.
So where am I supposed to get a hold of this oxidant?
I'd tell you if I knew. You could try Leechdale, but you would have to be back by dusk. You should be able to be here on time if you hurry. There's a drugstore in the square. That's where you want to go.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
It's a boron oxidant, EX52. Write it down. Make sure of the color, a vigorously saturated blue. You can't possibly confuse it with anything else.
I understand.
And now, please excuse me. I have a lot of work to do.
Boron oxidant. Oh, great.
No dobra, czyli będziemy musieli udać się do apteki po jakiś tam utleniacz. Czyli mamy kolejne zadanie w grze.
I'll take one.
Co my wzięliśmy? Próbówkę? Mała pusta butelka.
A technical drawing of the machine in the middle of the room, I'd say. There are many indecipherable formulas and remarks under the drawing. Various scientific volumes, physics, astrophysics, nothing I'd be interested in. The chains reach the ceiling of the tower. At least a little sunlight is getting in through that hole in the ceiling. It's the same color as the contents of those big containers behind me. According to the color, it's probably acid.
Wow, gdyby to się na nas wylało, to na pewno nie skończyłoby się to dobrze.
I've never seen anything quite like it before. The whole thing is probably Richard's invention.
Wygląda troszeczkę jak cewki Tesli.
It probably has got to do with electricity, judging by the cables on the floor. It's sure to be full of various chemicals. I'm not opening it. I didn't put anything there. First, I've got to get hold of that oxidant.
Czyli nie pogadamy z Richardem, dopóki nie uzyskamy utleniacza. Okej, wyjdźmy zatem na zewnątrz i udajmy się do tej apteki. Ale myślę, że zrobimy to dopiero w kolejnym odcineczku. Tak więc dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Piona!